First off, I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to those apostles and elders from Great Millstone who teach and rule well. A lot of respect to you brothers out there on the highways and byways preaching this truth around the four corners of the earth. And salutations to the hopeful elected you guys may be sealed soon. And with that, this brother Dawad Bob from the branch of GMS here in Chicago, coming right back at you with a little lesson in, this been on my spirit a little bit for for pretty much throughout the day, man. I was sitting up here, how we just be going through some things, job, your car, your health, sometimes family members, whether it be wife, children, mothers or fathers, and it ain't always sometimes them coming at you. It's just sometimes, even with them health wise, man, sometimes you just be thinking to yourself, man, Lord, we can't wait till we get up out of here, man. And not only that, just going through it, man, just going through it, but I'm just sitting up here saying, man, hey, we almost up out of here, brothers. Hey, we got to sit up here and we going to go through a lot of things. Just understand, first and foremost, to strengthen us, and the one thing that, how am I trying to say this is we going through our pain and suffering so we don't have to go through the hell that's coming to the 2/3, So sometimes, man, hey, look, man, you might not like it. Things might feel bad. Here it is. You might be, going through it, man. And here it is. You might not think the Lord is with you, man. But hey, hey, we got to go through our things, man. Hey, look, Yahweh Shai, all the stuff he had to go through, the worst possible pain and suffering that any man could ever endure. Spikes in your head with the crown of thorns, getting lashed with whips that got little spikes at the end of them, people spitting on you, being nailed to a cross, and Lord knows all the other stuff that he went through that we don't even know about, So, hey, man, sometimes we just got to count it like, hey, you know what, we're going to go through our things, but understand, man, hey, we suffering now and going through our things now so we don't get the judgment of the fools later, the 2/3. So with that, man, I just had a few scriptures I wanted to sit up here and grab, just for, comfort and just for, uplifting, man. Because, like I said, man, I know bros be going through it. We all going through it, man. But understanding that, hey, the times that we in, it's almost over. We ain't going to have to worry about this. We ain't going to have to worry about the pain and the suffering and all the stuff we're going through too much longer. So with that, let me get this 1 Peter 4:12. It says, Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial, which is try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you. But rejoice in as much as ye are partakers of Yahweh's suffering, that when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy. And there you go, man. Hey, look, the fiery trials, man. We're going to go through a lot of hell. We're going to go through it. Sicknesses, illness, pains, joints, inflammation, loss of jobs, less money, cars fucking up on you, family and friends coming at you, wives and sons and daughters getting on your nerves, job driving you crazy, even mind problem, man. Hey, Satan loves to fuck with your mind, man. Here it is at night, having little nightmares or, little paralysis demons or whatever else you can think of, man. Hey, we gonna go through it. But understand, man, these things are to strengthen us, and these are the trials that we just got to go through, man. The master isn't, the servant isn't greater than the master, man. Hey, Yahweh Shai went through it, guess what? We going to go through it, and we just got to keep that in mind. I'm going to read 14. It says, If ye be reproached for the name of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, happy are ye, for the spirit of glory of Yahweh rested upon you. On their part, he is evil spoken of, but on your part, he is glorified. Yeah, people love to speak, love to talk shit, man, when it comes to this truth, But here it is, we glorify Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Here it is, we're going to get that glory, man, for trusting in Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. These other people going to get destruction because they didn't believe, talk shit, scoffed. And happy are ye, man, when we gonna sit up here and we get you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Salakia. You know, when people, get angry at us and talk shit about us, man, because Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man, fuck them. You know, we had that faith. They do not. Here, I want to go to First Peter chapter 5 and verse 6. It says, 1 Peter 5 and 6, it says, humble yourselves, therefore, under the mighty hand of Yahweh, that he may exalt you in due time. Cast all your care upon him, for he cared for you. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil as a roaring lion walking about seeking whom he may devour. Whom resist steadfast in faith, knowing that the same afflictions are accomplished in your brethren that are in the world. So here it is, we got to humble ourselves, man, and put all our cares upon your how about shooting our shot, man. And understand that, hey, the spiritual demon Satan is going to come at us, man, from all angles. From the mental side, from the physical side, from the spiritual. He's going to come at us in every way possible, But we put our trust in the Lord. And understanding one other thing, too, hey, you ain't the only one going through this. All brothers are going through it. Keep that in mind, man. All brothers. There's some brothers who are going through pure hell, even probably worse than you. Think about all the things the apostles had to go through when they first came into this truth, man. Can you imagine when you come into this truth in the mid to late 80s, during the time? Man, it was still pure hell out there, man. Motherfuckers bucking up against you, so-called white motherfuckers, black motherfuckers, so-called black people, all sorts of things, man. Can you imagine coming into truth during that time with them? I think about it, man. I sit up here and think, man, it probably was really fucked up doing it. And not only that, the ease in which we can get this truth, man, just the press of the button on the phone and we got everything we need. Hey, you got to think about it, man. They had to go to the library, look up in dictionaries, almanacs, encyclopedias. They had to travel distances to get to certain places. Study. Could you imagine the studying that they had to do? They had no computers. They had to literally look all these things up, man. Maps and everything. So I just sit up here and say, man, hey, you know what, man? But we're going to go through a lot of things, man. But hey, the beauty of it is, man, the kingdom is coming. All we got to sit up here and keep doing what we doing, man, and keep calling on Yahweh about Shimi Shai, and it says, hey, what it says, I'm roughly paraphrasing, when trials and things come upon you, man, be happy, Oh, as a matter of fact, you know what? Yeah, let me go to Hebrews. I think it's Hebrews chapter 12. Hebrews chapter 12 and verse 5. It says, and ye have forgotten the exhortation which speaketh unto you as unto children. My son, despise not thou the chastening of the Lord, nor faint when thou art rebuked of him. From whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth, and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth. So my thing is, man, hey, don't sit up here and despise, man, what you go through. Don't despise it, man. This is through Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. It's just like with any father, man. All fathers try their sons, especially in the sense that, man, we're about to get a big reward, the kingdom. We're about to get everything, man. We're about to sit up here and get eternal immortality. We're about to be gods. So, man, hey, look, man, in order to do that, man, we're going to have to understand the good and the bad. We're going to have to go through things. In order to be great judges and great kings and everything, we're going to have to go through those things, man, and understand those things in our, those things. That way we have a full knowledge of how it feels to be on the bottom. So we're going to go through things. And just like with any father, man, he's going to challenge his sons and put them through things to see if they're worthy. So you got to keep that in mind. It says, Hebrews 12 and 7, if ye endure chastening, Yahweh dealeth with you as with sons. For what son is he whom the father chasteneth not? But if ye be without chastisement, whereof are all whereof all are partakers, then are ye bastards and not sons. So there you go, man. You know? So my thing is, hey, hey, if you ain't going through nothing, then yeah, you really gotta look at your life. Because if you ain't going through anything in your life, man, you really gotta sit up here and think if the Lord really did it. I'm talking seriously. If you ain't going through shit, you ain't going through no pain, you ain't been through nothing, hey man, you really gotta rethink how you living, you know? Or the Lord just ain't got to you yet. Whatever the case may be, man, somewhere along the line, man, if you ain't going through nothing, you really gotta sit up here and think about what you're doing. But I'm finna read this other part. This is Hebrews 12:9. Furthermore, we have had fathers of our flesh which corrected us, and we gave them reverence. Shall we not much rather be in the subjection unto the Father of spirits and live? There you go. We have fathers in the flesh. Our physical fathers who done whooped our ass and spanked us and, you know, chastise us, man, for the things that then. Shouldn't we much more give reverence to the Lord who created all things, all spirits? Hey man, so we gonna go through things, man. Hey, but understand, man, our chastisement and everything we go through, man, is to strengthen us, and it's through Yahweh, our Abba Nawa, Shabbat Shemayim, man, our Father which is in heaven, man. Hey man, so hey, this is just through the Spirit, man. Hey, I was having my moments, man. Going through little health things, job bugging me, you know, things with my car, man. Sometimes you catch the moments, be like, damn. But you know what, man? Hey, the scriptures are here to sit up here and comfort you and give you understanding that, man, hey, we ain't gonna be going through this too much longer. So with that, I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to those apostles and elders from Great Millstone who teach and rule well. A lot of respect to you brothers out there on the highways and byways preaching this truth around the four corners of the earth. And salutations to the hopeful elect that you guys may be sealed soon. And with that, I always say stay prayed up, brothers. Pray for each other because we're almost up out of here. So with that, I'd like to say Kwam Yasharala and a Bob Ball and Anya Habadam Malakiam. Shalom.